Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Roenbeck, and I'm the executive chef at the Boca Raton Resort and Club down in sunny South Florida. Weather's beautiful today. And what a beautiful day to start making homemade meatballs in a slow cooker. And here we go. Let's get the ingredients going. 2 pounds of ground chuck. Ours has pork and a little bit of ground veal. Of course, fresh basil, some parsley. Here I have a little bit of minced shallot and garlic with a little bit of olive oil already, which we're going to fold into our beautiful Tuscan meatballs. Okay, a little bit of dried Italian breadcrumb. Of course, some good quality grated Parmesan. Sea salt, black pepper, a couple eggs, and I would say probably, this is where the controversy is going to come. What we do is we soak our day-old bread in milk, and then we add that to our meatball mix, classically called a panade. It can be any type of old bread that you have. Just remove the crust, and this is what you're going to end up with once you remove the crust, because we don't want the crust in the meatballs. It'll add a texture that you don't want. Break that up into small pieces, allow that to soak in your milk overnight, and then we're going to strain that out, and you'll see once I start to put all this together how easy this recipe is. All right, so again, I have my ground chuck. In that goes. I have the pork, the veal. Okay, all that goes in. Okay, I have a lot of fresh, already cut up fresh basil. Okay, that fancy chiffonade or that shaved fresh basil, chopped parsley. Okay, I'm going to add in, I have about 2 tablespoons of garlic and 2 tablespoons of shallots. All of that's going to go in there. We're going to, okay, again, about a quarter of a cup. Yeah, about a quarter cup of dried Italian breadcrumbs. We're going to add in about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. We're going to season well with some sea salt. There's a lot of meat here. Okay, so we're going to season that well. Same thing with fresh cracked black pepper. 3 whole eggs, cracked. And now I'm going to add in our bread that's been soaking in the milk. So again, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to squeeze the excess milk out of the bread, and I'm going to drop that in. I like this because it adds a velvety kind of smooth texture to the meatballs, okay? So in my case, I'm going to use gloves, and I'm going to just simply mix all of this beautiful mix together. Once I made my mix, of course, I'm going to get rid of my gloves here, and we like to use a perfect portion, again, to control consistency, okay? And we are going to just round these off. You'll see what we have. What we did already is, see, we pre-formed all of these meatballs, okay? What I like to do as well is take a little bit, just before we go, I like to put a little bit of olive oil over the entire top. And then we put the meatballs in a 375-degree oven for about 15 to 18 minutes. A couple things. First, it helps put a little caramelization on the meatballs. It lets them set up. And it also gets that initial release of any type of fat that is in the meat. What I have here, again, I have my slow cooker set on low. I have my red sauce in here. Okay, now again, red sauce, totally up to you. Fresh, not fresh, whatever favorite brand of tomato sauce you like. I like to put it in my crock pot, and I like to get the sauce warm. I like to put the sauce in instead of, and just drop them in carefully, versus putting all my meatballs in on top of each other, then pouring the sauce in. You don't know what's going to happen. You could get a little bit of breakage. I'm going to make sure they're covered. Okay. I'm going to cover my slow cooker. These are the ones we put in right before we walked out the door. These have been on all night. All morning. So, and here we are. These are finished. All right. And here we go. we're going to start serving. I could tell you, I could feel them already. They are light and airy. We're going to put on some extra sauce. Okay. Now, how I like to finish these beautiful slow-cooked meatballs is with a little bit of fresh ricotta cheese with a little bit of basil mixed in. Of course, some grated fresh Parmesan right on top. A little bit of fresh basil and a little bit of parsley mix right there. Okay, folks, there we go. That is fresh meatballs out of a slow cooker. Enjoy.